I often wonder how one of the greatest women rappers of all time turned into a hating, coked up hag.
Nicki Minaj is at it with Caesar, and everybody's talking about it. Let's talk about the story. Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So Nicki Minaj, we all know that Nicki Minaj has been going on rant, calling people out. Last week she did Beyonce and Jay-Z, and now she's dragging Caesar on social media. And Caesar is not even here for it. Caesar too is coming for Nicki Minaj. So what happened is that Caesar, I think she is on tour, if I'm not mistaken, and she decided to make a tweet talking about retro and how people should not take debate and all that. And I feel like this kind of associated with the energy that's going on, especially if you're into astrology and all that, talking about how people shouldn't take debate and all that. And she just did that tweet, and Nicki Minaj decided to come hard on Caesar, and this went on talking about how Caesar it's fake, and how Caesar's freckles and a lot, and Caesar decided to come back at her and say, "See, stay off," like a whole back of front, which we're going to get into. But you guys let me know what you think about Nicki Minaj literally crashing out and calling out and going back and front with other artists, labels, and everybody literally in the industry. What are your thoughts on it? Anyway, guys, let's go check out, well, a content creator that broke down the entire tweet that is going on Twitter, because all these bad moves, all this tussling has been happening on Twitter. But yeah, this has gotten a lot of people to respond and react to Nicki Minaj being coming for everybody literally. Anyway guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Nicki Minaj going off on SZA. They are currently going back and forth on X after Nicki Minaj called out a TDE executive. She said, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, lol silly goose." Nicki Minaj saw that and replied, "Draw your freckles back on, Bookie. Liar, liar, pants on fire, sounding like a DEAD dog." SZA responded saying, "I don't give a F about none of that weird stuff you poppin', my G." She even responded to a fan saying, "You don't want to start this, girl, before you really gonna be crying now when the barbs get you." She said, "I get bullied by millions online every day, then step out on a packed arena stage where people show me real love in real life. My parents are healthy and I'm the most successful I've ever been. Get some perspective and bark at the wall." SZA was low-key subbing Nicki Minaj after she came after TDE executive. "Guarantee you wouldn't fight a man. We have every tweet of your incessant bullying line and more. Your name was added to the list." She said, "The same thing that make you laugh make you SHIT, Tiny D executive." Now SZA is currently on X going back and forth with the barbs. You guys, this entire situation is all too much. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. She's been irritated AF this week. Let me know y'all thoughts below.
Okay.
Peace. Nicki Minaj is not done with SZA yet. She hopped back on Twitter in the middle of a meeting to drag SZA one last time. She went on to mention the viral moment where SZA's dancer almost dropped her, saying, "Damn, you almost broke that man's back and leg. How you big and skinny at the same time? Where are those 30 million streams that disappeared on Spotify like fake freckles? Adding tweets when you arguing is just as weird as SZA." Then she went on to post this photo of SZA with a bad lace. This all started because Nicki Minaj believes that SZA was subbing her after she wanted to get to the bottom of somebody that works at TDE shading her. After SZA exchanged a couple of words with Nicki, she says, "Let me go back to being my calm, shy, meek, introverted self. Have a blessed night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the show in Paris." Nicki Minaj said, "Be quiet in a meeting, so I don't know if you was talking stuff or not, so if you didn't, I'll delete this later, 304. That she says, "Looking and sounding like she got stung by a bee, ... fake freckles on my face." Here Nicki is clearly explaining why she is upset. She says, "This is what they be wanting when they release music. Speak on or about me at your own risk. When I'm discussing the abuse I suffer at the hands of any man, if you as a woman chose to get in the field, you're going to be bloody." Figuratively speaking, of course, I'll expose more lies, and I'll tell y'all all the time I play the long game. So while y'all celebrated the insignificant wins and fake laugh for hours, God was already working. Sit this out, trust. So won't win this one. Truth is truth. It doesn't change. The lies, the deceit, and abuse of power ain't gonna cut it no mo. Nicki went on to post a photo of this Nicki challenge saying, "Wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL, catch up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that you've never even heard of. I know you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums Look at the venues I played on my own headline festival tour. I'm out of the country last year. B, have you ever headlined to 80K people? Have you ever done besides Yoda with auto-tune and that needed retuning? Boo, I'm an icon. You're not the end. Pay that man for almost breaking his back. Why didn't you speak up for your bullying and harassing me? And she went on to say a whole lot more. This is a lot, y'all. Now, I pray they are done going back and forth because this is a bit much. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Let me know in the comments. Peace.
My money's on SZA. I don't give nobody say my money's on SZA. I don't know what's going on with Nicki, but Nicki's popping off on everybody on Twitter. But SZA ain't the one. She went after SZA talking about go draw on your fake ass freckles and shit. Cause SZA's like, we're in retrograde. Don't fall for it. And Nicki ass is crashing out on TDE and then has the nerve to at SZA. SZA was like, bitch, I wasn't even talking about you. I just got off the goddamn stage talking about retrograde. But SZA did say, do you need that? Do you need that? I think SZA will give it to Nicki. The downfall of Young Money needs to be studied. From Lil Wayne throwing a fit that Kendrick got the Super Bowl to Drake getting his ass ate up by Kendrick during this battle. And that shit lasted a whole goddamn year to the point where Kendrick is now nominated for Emmys for the halftime show Lil Wayne was pissed off about. And Drake and goddamn Europe talk about Europe rappers are better than American rappers. The crash out is real when all his favorite rappers are American and black. So now Nicki crashing out on the goddamn internet. Y'all need to go to therapy. And Nicki, you may want to hush. Because I think SZA got hands. And she may mollywop your ass.
For real. What's wrong with that lady like for real? With SZA, out of all people, listen, honey, I never heard of SZA messing with nobody. Okay? I never heard of SZA having a problem with nobody besides her ex-boyfriends that she be writing songs about. Listen. Like, enough. It's enough. Like, somebody please take a phone or something.
Girl.
Because SZA, like, y'all, please, and the Pink Gang crew, listen, I don't want no smoke with y'all. But y'all gotta admit, like, where did this come from? And the whole time, all of this is over a miscommunication. Like, SZA caught her straight for no reason at all. But she had every right to defend herself because what is wrong with her? I never thought I'd see today like Nicki would just be acting out like this. Like, what is really the issue? Like, I'm so confused because SZA, out of all people.
I often wonder how one of the greatest women rappers of all time turned into a hating, coked up hag. As someone that came up as a Barb and as a Nicki Minaj stan, and just seeing her come in, just taking it, bro, like taking the rap game as her own, new sounds, new styles, like just really not giving a being authentically her, and seeing what she has evolved or devolved into, it makes me really sad. And it honestly makes me feel old. But this is what happens when you are not comfortable with yourself, when you're insecure, and when you don't understand that it's actually a good thing for there to be more women rappers. Like, this is actually a positive thing. I came up in an era where she was that girl. Like, it was just Nicki Minaj. I'm Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky. Like, it was her. Like, she was the end all be all. But now we are ushering in an era, partly thanks to her, where there are a bunch of different women rappers that have different sounds. And instead of just staying on the pedestal and being a legend, Beyonce status, she is just arguing and fussing and fighting and going on these rants. Like, this Twitter user has a list of people that she has beef with, and there's at least 40 names on this list. And it's just really sad to see, and it's just sad to watch someone so powerful just devolve into an old hater, bro. Like,
so SZA and Nicki beefing on Twitter right now, and my thing is, how the did SZA even get involved into this? Like, she literally don't bother nobody. Like, don't get me wrong, I will always be a Barb. I love Nicki, but I feel like she's the problem. Like, it's no way Nicki has gotten into with every single female in the music industry. I can't name one bitch she cool with. Like, she got beef with every bitch. So I'm really starting to question, like, is she the problem? Because why does she be into with everybody? And we all know Nicki is the queen of rap, but bitch, damn, why you gonna get into it with all the new artists? Every time a new artist comes, Nicki somehow gets into it with them. Like, and I love SZA music too. Like, why can't y'all just make a song together? Why y'all gotta beef? Like, I don't know, it's really just starting to get bully. Like, Nicki had just said something to Cardi. Cardi ain't talked about Nicki in years. Like, literally, they have not talked, so it's just starting to get bully and it's starting to get miserable. Like, we ride at dawn for Nicki, but I can't keep defending her because she dead ass wrong.
Is this gonna be like a once a week segment? Nicholas, what the are you doing? What are you doing? Now she's going back and forth with SZA. SZA don't beef with people. Talking about, oh, draw your freckles on. Take your man to a park. Let him drop your son off at daycare. Oh, wait, he can't. Like, girl, please. Like, I'm just waiting for someone to drop that big one. I'm just waiting for someone to just drop it. Because at this point, it's like, girl, why are you talking? At all. What's happening? What brand of it is she on? Because at this point, it's giving a bad batch. Like, oh my God, girl. SZA, and by the way, because there's been this discourse online too. I feel like SZA got hands. I'm sorry. We know Nicki ain't got hands. Because the way you ran from Cardi, you can't tell me she got hands. I'm sorry. Keep it cute, Nicholas. Because it's, I don't know, girl. I don't know.
I heard about Nicki Minaj beefing with SZA. Like, out of all the people in the world, SZA, Nicki, like, Barbs, y'all can't keep defending Nicki. We all tired. I'm tired. The Bob's tired. The people that's not Barbs and not me tired. We all tired. SZA just chilling and tweeting. SZA posted, "Is Mercury retrograde? Don't fall for the bait." That's what she said. Nicki going quote her tweet, talking about, "Liar, liar, pants on fire, go draw your fake freckles back on." Nicki said one more thing I can't remember. I don't remember, but I know the very last thing she said was, she said that SZA sound like an dog. Like, what are we talking about? We're losing the plot. And SZA basically replied to Nicki and was just like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Like, she's like, "I don't even talk about none of that shit you're popping. Like, I don't care." Next, I'm starting to think that Nicki has an issue with every other successful female artist. Like, why are you beefing with SZA, Nicki? Like, I need receipts. I need a valid reason as to why you beefing with SZA, or I cannot excuse this. Then the Barbs in the comments laughing and making fun of SZA BBL. First of all, we're not finna do that because SZA's BBL is one of the best BBLs in the game. I'm talking about, I still to this day do not believe that SZA even got a BBL. Like, I'm talking about thighs matching, it looked natural, it goes with her weight. Like, I'm talking about body T. So we're not finna do that. But yeah, I don't know why they beefing. Like, I don't know. Like, Nicki, I don't know.
Oh God, Nicki and SZA. Nicki and SZA. Come on, come on. I'm tired. As a Barb, I'm sorry. I am so tired. No. Why is y'all arguing? For what reason? What is y'all arguing for? What's the issue? I'm just sitting over here minding my merry old business, and all of a sudden, God just brought me and just told me, Quasi, go check Instagram. So I followed his word, and I went to go check Instagram. The minute I opened it, Nicki and SZA arguing, heated argument. I said, what the wow? Hey, Chinekeo. Jesus. How did this come about? So I go on Twitter to sit over here and catch up what's going on. So I guess SZA has said something about retrograde, some shit or whatever. Don't take the bait or whatever. I don't know. But I was like, when I read that status, I don't know how it correlated to what Nicki was talking about. Because y'all know Nicki been going on rest for days. To the point I just had to mute her. Because it was just too much. I can't keep up. So I haven't really been paying attention to none of Nicki's rants and stuff like that. Unless it pops up on my Instagram. But then I'm reading the status was what SZA said, and it's not adding up. Like, how does it connect to what Nicki was talking about? And how did Nicki find her way to see that tweet to then come at SZA, and now they're in a heated argument to the point that SZA now coming out her mouth asking Nicki, do she need that? I'm so genuinely confused. Like, I'm sorry. Like, as a Barb, I'm very much confused. And I love Nicki to death, and I love SZA to death too. So it's like, it's really disheartening to see this going on. It really is disheartening to see this going on. Nicki, please take a break from the internet. I beg, as a Barb, I love you so much, but please take a break. Retired.
I'm tired. We're tired, babes. Please. First is Jay-Z, and I don't mind that. Come for Jay-Z, but so much stuff afterwards is like, my goodness. Nicki, please, I beg, take a break. Take a break, girl.
Here's the thing. I think what Nicki Minaj has taught me is that to truly reach the pinnacle of greatness, you have to transcend above competitive spirit. And before all the competitors come in and try to jump me, I think that there's a difference between winning something and reaching the pinnacle of greatness. It's one thing to be the best at something at a point in time. It's another thing to be known as the example of greatness in something. Because when you think about it, competition and comparison go hand in hand. When you are in competition, it requires you to send energy out instead of calling energy into yourself. It requires you to be thinking about your opponent, strategizing against them, worried about what they're doing, knowing what their moves might be. All of those things are taking time away from focusing on you, yourself, and your craft. So when we think about Nicki, someone who was at the absolute top of their field for years, but with very little competition, the minute that Cardi came in and opened the floodgates for other female rappers to start coming in, it's almost like Nicki's focus was so much on everyone else in everyone else's lane, because the competitive spirit was like, I have to be the best. Let me pay attention to what they're doing. Let me focus on what they're doing. Instead of calling that energy into self and building on a legacy that was already there, a legacy that really should have been like infallible. And she is the one that is disintegrating that legacy because the emphasis on everybody else and what they're doing and what they have going on has completely pulled her out of herself. Like, you are Nicki Minaj, a hip hop icon. There should have never, ever, ever been room for her in her head, in her heart, to be so focused on new girls coming in and allowing yourself to be in competition with them that you have done so much damage to your own legacy. Because when I think about Beyonce, and I promise it's not my intent to pit them against each other. However, when you think about Beyonce, I think that Beyonce herself is only focused on herself. She's not in competition. She does not allow what any and everybody else is doing. Her constant focus is Beyonce. How am I focused on my craft? How am I doing better at the thing that I am great at? That is what her focus is. That is where her energy is dedicated to. And we have seen this woman be in another stratosphere. While Nicki is on Twitter going at any and everybody. It's scary. It's really scary to me how that can even happen. And I just don't know if there's a better representation of comparison being the thief of joy. Because joy does not seem to be in the room with us when it comes to that lady.
Okay. Please, you guys, let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section, and what you think about this constant ranting from Nicki Minaj, calling different people out and all that. What are your own take? And let me know if you are the Babs, if you're part of the Nicki Minaj fans. Okay, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. But please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Okay, so for me, last week we did her calling out Beyonce and Jay-Z and Rock Nation out. I feel like this is a constant rant from Nicki Minaj, and it's almost like over too repetitive, like calling different people out and all that. And I know the last video I did about Beyonce was something like, girl, don't get dragged by the Babs. But the truth is that you're going to say what you want to say. What the last creators talked about how competition and what's the other word she used? Being in competition and observing what other people are doing is a thief of time. I really do agree with that, because I feel like someone like Nicki Minaj that has attained certain level of success, she is the queen of rap. Nobody's going to take it from her. At a point in time, she or will I say even now, she's still the queen of rap. Nobody's taking that away from her. But the way she is moving, there's something, there's this adage they say in Nigeria that Pikin wey wash hand clean, na im dey follow adult. Like a child that keeps their hands clean will be able to eat with adult. But it clearly is that, and that's how Nicki Minaj should be. Nicki Minaj should be the queen that she is, where she sits down and allow the younger ones come in and make sure they are proper before they get into her lane. But now she is the one moving to their lane, and then for me, I feel like it's going to cause a lot of disrespect from her part. Like the youngsters that are supposed to not even be talking about her or talking shit about her, she is giving them the avenue to talk about her. Caesar is an amazing artist. Nobody's going to take it away from her. But on a normal day, Caesar will not go back and front or go yap about Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj opened the floorgate for it. And for me, as much as, yes, it's good to call people out, like, I'm up for that, like, call people out, call people on their BS, but sometimes, like, just know when to call people out, like, especially when you've attained a certain level of success, legacy, and all that, is that there are some things that's so unnecessary. And I get it, there are some people that cannot just look and move, but sometimes there are just some things that is so unnecessary for you to put your energy in. I personally, like, I am the type of person that I don't like putting my energy in things that are not productive, especially at this age I am. And Nicki Minaj is not a baby. And I do feel, nobody get me wrong, but I do feel like the entire pull and tug she got from getting married to her husband, I feel like that is also still affecting Nicki. The fact that when she was at the peak of her career, it's almost like there was no other female there, and it's almost like the industry has said that Nicki Minaj does not want any other person to come. I feel like that has actually affected Nicki Minaj, and she feels like everybody is against her, everybody is fighting with her and other. But the truth is that it's not. It is time for everything and everyone, and no matter how high you are, there's still somebody else that is going to come years later and attain that crown. Before Nicki Minaj, there were other rap artists that were the queen of rap. And that's just how life is. But the fact is that if you don't see that life is going to evolve and life is going to take its course, but yes, being really angry with people around, especially when Caesar did not even talk to her. Caesar was not referring to her. The tweet was not about her, but she just jumped on it. That just shows that she has weighed in so much, cannot wait to talk to Caesar or drag her on social media. For me, that's so much energy that should be put on her work, that should be put on herself, her self-care and all that. Nicki Minaj is way beyond what she's doing on social media. Like, she's way beyond it. I personally am so disappointed that she's doing it, especially with these young stars. Like, I get you and Cardi B feud is you and Cardi B feud. You calling Jay-Z out, okay, do you? But stop nitpicking what these youngsters are doing and how they are moving. Like, why are you even watching them? And for me personally, if you know me, it's something I talk about, how, like, I am never in competition with anybody, because I do agree that it is the thief of time and it is the thief of joy, because the time you're supposed to use to focus on yourself and grow yourself and protect your mental state, you are out there looking at what other people are doing, and that is going to drain you, especially if that is not your core. Everybody needs to understand in this life that everybody comes in this life with their own lane, and everybody comes with different grace, and you are in no competition with anybody. What works for this person might not work for you, might do everything exactly the same, but it's because it's not for you. The fact that you're spending so much energy trying to be in competition, like, see, let's see. There's nothing wrong with you, like, go look at what's going on, like that. But when you're taking it more like you are in competition, head on with somebody, for me, it becomes very toxic and it drains you as a person. And one thing I know about when something is drained and people are drained is that it shows in your aura, it shows in how you look, it shows on the things you attract. Because when you are in such negative energy, such negative vibration, you're just going to keep attracting negative aura, negative vibe, and that is not even good for you. So I really hope, like, Nicki Minaj people, like, have the talk with her. I hope she sit down and have the talk with herself to just take a bath from all this tussle that she's doing on social media and just focus on herself, her family, and her music. Honestly, look at what Beyonce is doing. Don't mind anybody, but just focus on yourself. I don't like it when I see women come head to head with each other. You guys know me on the channel. That's one thing I don't like. But when you see Nicki Minaj is literally fighting with every woman. Like, I'm tired. Stay on your lane, baby. Let them be on their lane. Do your thing. People are still going to show up. You are the Nicki Minaj. Anyway, guys, you let me know what you think about the story down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We are banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.